before I can teach my kids anything, I have to be living it and showing them how to do it. I have to learn for myself so I can teach my kids to be able to change their heart and not just their actions and their attitudes. This is right about the time where I would like to be in bed, not necessarily asleep, but like checking up on social media and everything and just relaxing before falling asleep. And I'm so tempted to just be like, you know what, just go sleep. But I do feel like I still have a little bit of energy left. The kitchen's a mess. Our dishwasher's broken. The one that we just bought not even 2 years ago is not working, and it's frustrating, but I am working so hard at trying to change my mind frame. And that was one question that somebody asked, was how do we change our kids' hearts, not just their behavior? And I feel like that starts with us. Before I can teach my kids anything, I have to be living it and showing them how to do it, talk to them about my struggles, what I really wanted to do, what I ended up doing instead. And this is actually gonna be a really good opportunity for me in the morning to talk to my kids about, I really wanted to go to bed. The kitchen was a wreck. We're hopefully gonna get the dishwasher fixed today, but I still knew that our day would start better if the kitchen was clean. So here we go. We were also having some issues with our sink. So I had a plumber come out today and was hoping that they could fix the sink and the dishwasher. They fixed the sink, so that's working now. We had to get new shut-off valves for here. Really wish I had just known what the issue was, but plumbing is not my key area. So they switched out the shut-off valves for our hot and our cold and our dishwasher. Only the hot was actually broken and needing to be fixed, but the cold and the dishwasher one were the same age as the other one and a little corroded still, and I didn't want to have to pay for the serviceman to come out and do it again later. So I figured while you're here, might as well just get it all changed because it's probably gonna go within the next year anyways. I asked the service guys about our dishwasher and they said that they don't carry any appliance stuff, that we would have to call the appliance store. So I'm hoping that the appliance person has space for me tomorrow. I called the dishwasher manufacturer and they scheduled us a time with the service guy. So hopefully that gets fixed tomorrow, but there's a chance that it might not. So, and I cannot just keep living like this because I can't cook. That took way longer than I expected and wanted it to. But it's done and I'll wake up in the morning much happier than I would if I would come downstairs and the kitchen be a mess. One of the things that I have been wanting to work on with myself is my mind, or have been working on is my mind. I am still on my antidepressant for my postpartum depression. In the beginning when I first started taking it, or at least probably the first day that I noticed, was it like wiped out my negative thoughts. Like I could not have a negative thought. That's not the case anymore. I can have negative thoughts and I can go down a rabbit hole if I let myself. It's a lot easier to stop and not let myself do that. But I'm thankful that I can have negative thoughts now, not like at the very beginning. It was crazy. And I'm thankful for that because that gives me an opportunity to work on not allowing myself to settle in negative thoughts and just to fight them and to fill my head with positive thoughts instead. And I think that's the biggest part that I have to learn for myself so I can teach my kids to be able to change their heart and not just their actions and their attitudes. Tonight is just one example of choosing to not just dwell on the negative, but be like, you know what? Sometimes things happen and you just gotta work with it and you gotta change the situation. And I'm excited to get to talk to my kids about this in the morning. Life isn't always fun, but God created work and work is good. And look what good came out of all that work. I do have many nights where I would not have put the effort into this, but I felt like I had the energy tonight. Some nights sleep needs to come first and the kitchen just has to wait. But the nights whenever I have the energy and I know like, well, I would just go lay down and probably still be awake at this time by the time I'm finished. And so it's just making those choices and doing it. I think a lot of attitude is also knowing our limits too. Like, it's getting late, I need to go to sleep because I need to wake up in the morning and be in a good attitude for my kids. All about example. That was one thing. I checked out a book, Large Family Logistics. I may have talked about it before. There's a lot of stuff that I took from it that I was like, yes, this is great. Some stuff that I was like, no, that's not for me. And some stuff I tried and was like, no, that's not for me. And some stuff that I was like, it's good theory, but I don't know how that's gonna work. And some of those things are starting to come up, like the whole mindset. They were saying like, you have to work with a happy heart, with a grateful heart. And they repeated that throughout the book. And I'm starting to realize like, that really is a key, essential part of how my heart is and how I can teach my kids' hearts. Just the attitude. Like sometimes we just have to snap out of the negative and do the positive. These are two books that I feel like have been essential for me in my mind. Elizabeth George, Loving God with All Your Mind. This has been a really key book for me of knowing what to meditate on instead of the negative thoughts, but what to fill my thoughts with instead. Really like that book. And then this one was a convicting one. Big Girls Don't Whine. I realized I whine. And this was a big help because I was so annoyed by my kids whining and then realized, they're watching me. So I highly recommend both of those books. And now I can go to sleep because I am tired. Learning how to hand wash dishes this morning. How's it going? So Hallie's scrubbing all the food off of her plate.
I want this to be my toy.
You like this chore because you get to play in the water. Okay, go get your plate. Do you think I had fun washing all the dishes by hand last night?
No.
No? Do you think I fussed and whined about it?
No.
Why not?
Nobody told you to do it.
Yeah? Why do you think I did it?
Because we need dishes.
Yeah? So do you think it's good if we work as a family team and get things done because they need to get done without fussing about it? Yeah? You think we can maybe try that? Are you washing the twin stuff too? Are you having fun?
Yeah.
Are you helping?